Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new New York Lottery $30 Jackpot Fortune ticket. This is part of the October 2023 series of tickets coming out in New York. And this is a number match game, and there are a few symbols you can find. There's a coin for an instant win, and then a few multipliers, 5x, 10x, 20x, 50x, and then there are 4 bonus spots at the top, and you are looking for any cash amount in these 4 spots to win that amount of money. Now, here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the New York Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 3.65, and it looks like you can win anywhere from 50 bucks up to the top prize, which is $10 million. So one thing I do like about this game is that there are no break evens. The lowest prize you're going to get is 50 bucks. However, the odds of winning that are 1 in 6.25. So, a whole lot of the game is going to be played here at the $50 prize level, but I would rather win $50 all day long than hit a bunch of break-even prizes. So I'm glad to see that. Yeah, nothing else too crazy really stands out here. So we do need to mention taxes. So in New York, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 32.82% of your winnings in taxes. I don't view that tax money as part of the value of a game, and so that is going to apply to these top 3 prizes here. So instead of what you see there on the screen, I'm going to view these as $6,718 for that third prize. The second prize, $33,590. And then for the top prize, $6,718,000. So with those adjusted prize amounts, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 73 and 74%. And yeah, I mean, this is above the 70% minimum that we look for. So we'll see how this compares to other $30 tickets as we go through the video. But we do need to mention that this payout does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes. Excuse me. Which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are actually going to see a 73% payout on this game. So what we want to know is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning those top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we are going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $500 prize level. So if you're just an average person with average luck, when you do win on this game, you're going to expect to see somewhere between 50 bucks and 500 bucks. Now the split there at the $500 prize level is 2 to 98. So very, very, very few of these $500 prizes, only 2%, are going to be available to the average person. Only 2% of these prizes fall down here in the bottom 99% of prizes. So the $500 prize, even though that's where the split is, not many of these are available to, just the average person playing this game. The large majority, 98% of them, are going to be included here in the top 1% of prizes. And it is really hard to hit a top 1% prize. If you want to know the odds of doing it, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and it's about 1 in every 365 tickets that would have a top 1% prize on it. So, you're in well over $9,000 before you would expect to see even one top 1% prize. And when you do hit one, it's probably going to be 500 bucks. So that is important to know going in. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of these top 1% prizes, subtract out the value of this from that payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with just the value of the bottom 99% of prizes. And this is where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. So when we do that, we find out that the bottom 99% payout on this ticket comes in between 63 and 64%. Again, that's, a good bit above the minimum 60% that we look for. So pretty, maybe a little bit above average number right here, 63%. So we'll see how this compares to other tickets as we go through the video. Now on this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases in New York $30 tickets. This is only the second $30 ticket we've reviewed on the channel from New York, and we can see that there was quite a bit of an increase in value from the previous $30 ticket that we looked at, which was that 100, 200, or 500 ticket. And with a ticket like this, there was no tax that came out. So even with the taxes taken out, this ticket is over 2 percentage points more valuable than that previous $30 ticket, which is a huge deal when you think about all the money that goes into one of these tickets. And again, we'll talk about that in a few slides. But yeah, always like to see increases in value. So good on New York. We really want to see this continue, this increase in value for $30 tickets in New York. Now up here at the top in green, we see the best ticket in every category. So for overall value, the Jackpot Fortune's a lot more valuable than this other $30 ticket that we've looked at. Also the odds are way better for the Jackpot Fortune ticket. Bottom 99% value. We see a little bit more value here in the $100, $200, or $500 ticket, but that's because the odds are so long. A lot more of the tickets are included in the top, in the bottom 99%. And then, this is, definitely way more of a high roller ticket than the 100, 200, or 500. So Jackpot Fortunes, it offers the best, top 1% prizes when you are lucky enough to hit one of those. And then over here, we'll be taking or keeping track of the top prizes as well. Here on this channel, or on this page, we will be building out a list of the top $30 tickets based on overall payout. Jackpot Fortunes right now in first place by a pretty good margin. Here we'll be making the list of the bottom 99% payout for New York $30 tickets. Jackpot Fortunes in second place here on this list. Now this is really what we want to look at. This is the comparison of $30 tickets across states. And Jackpot Fortune comes in ninth place. So just like every other New York ticket that we've looked at, pretty close to the bottom of the list. This one is a little bit more competitive. At least there are some states down here with New York. We've got California and Texas down here as well, but very, very far off from the top of the list. So at the top of the list, we have Georgia. Georgia is tops when it comes to $30 tickets. We have a couple of $30 tickets at 83% payout, which is really, really good. That's about as high as you're going to see on any scratch ticket anywhere. And so we have to always ask the question, at the top of the list, if Georgia can put out $30 tickets at 83% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why is New York putting out $30 tickets at 73% payout? It's not quite 10 percentage points. We'll call this 9 percentage points different. And yeah, that is just a huge amount of money when you're talking about, the value of these games. So, we're just going to use 10 million tickets to make the math easy on this. But let's say you have one of these games that has 10 million tickets as a part of it. By the way, this Jackpot Fortune has way more than 10 million tickets as a part of it. We'll look at that in just a second. But let's say this game had 10 million tickets in it. 10 million tickets at $30 a pop, that's $300 million. That's just a part of this one game. And when you're talking about 9 percentage points of $300 million, you're talking about maybe $27 million that the Georgia lottery is giving to its customers that the New York lottery is putting in its pockets. And $27 million, that's a lot of money. That's if the game only had 10 million tickets. But let's look at these odds. There are 3 jackpots. The odds are 1 in 6 million of hitting one. So this game has about 18 million tickets as a part of it. So going back here, you can almost double that number, 2750. Let's say $50 million that the Georgia lottery would be putting into the hands of its customers that the New York lottery is sticking in its pockets. And we see this over and over again with every dollar denomination of tickets in New York. They are just sticking so much money in their pockets that should be going to the customers. And so this is just, once again, like New York lottery kind of giving the shaft to its customers. And I mean, if it were me and I lived in New York, I would not be playing New York scratch tickets ever. What would be a way better thing for you to do is find a Georgia scratch Find a Georgia scratcher on social media that you like and you trust, and just buy in on books. 83% is really good, and typically these Georgia tickets have pretty decent payouts for the bottom 99% of prizes as well. So, I mean, just when you're buying scratchers, always try to buy the absolute best product that you can. And right now at the $30 category, Georgia is the best product that you can get. So, you know, just be a savvy shopper. Don't let New York take advantage of you, because that's totally what they're doing. They don't give you these numbers. They don't let you know that you're getting ripped off on these scratch tickets. So, you know, fight back. Now, here on this page, we are comparing $30 tickets based on 99% payout. So this is friendliness to the average player. And once again, like I said, Georgia typically has pretty good value for the bottom 99% value. And where is the New York ticket? Jackpot Fortune, again, like pretty close to at least the bottom half of the list, 63% payout compared to 71% from Georgia. So once again, I mean, buy the absolute best product that you can. You know, don't let yourself get taken advantage of with these New York tickets. Now, here on this page, these are the top 36 tickets we've looked at on the channel so far. 73%, not good enough to make this list. As a matter of fact, we don't see any New York tickets on this list. A $30 New York ticket should be on this list. But the thing that I want to point out is that we have $5 tickets from Massachusetts on this list. And it is a shame and an embarrassment that New York is putting out $30 tickets that are less valuable than Massachusetts' $5 tickets. That just shows you how badly New York is treating its customers. You know, every state should, if a state is putting out a ticket that costs more than $5, the payout of the ticket should be at minimum 77%. And if we go a step further, Massachusetts $10 tickets, 80% payout. So every ticket that comes out that costs more than $10 should be minimum 81% payout from every state, not just New York. So New York's got a long way to go before I would ever recommend playing the scratch tickets. What you need to do is dry up their sales so that they get the message that they need to increase the values of the tickets. Now, here on this page, top 36 tickets for bottom 99% payout. So these are the friendliest tickets to the average player that we've reviewed on the channel so far. 63%. It's in the ballpark, but not quite good enough to make this list. So that is it for the New York Lottery $30 Jackpot Fortune ticket. Unfortunately, New York did you wrong again on this ticket. Yeah, I mean, I really don't quite know what to say for the New York Lottery, except for they're ripping people off. I wouldn't play their tickets. I would either go to Massachusetts or, you know, find scratchers on social media that are scratching good value tickets. So sorry about the bad news for all the tickets this month in October, but, you know, that's what the New York Lottery decided to give you. But that is it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.